Hello everybody, Cub fan here with a quick video with some pickups from over the weekend. I wanted one pickup in particular. I could showcase the binder a little bit, but the majority of the pickups are basically binder stuff for the Cub PC. So we went to a flea market over the weekend in Oldsmar, and there's usually not a bunch of great stuff, and there really wasn't all that good of stuff there. But I did make up some small purchases, and I spent about 30 bucks in one stand, and I picked up a couple things that I thought were kind of cool. I picked up this 1963 Topps Dick Ellsworth. I don't think I paid anything for it, because I'll tell you why here in a minute. That, and I picked up the 74 Milt Pappas, which is kind of cool. It's just pretty much just for the binder, but he was a decent player for a long time. Not a Hall of Famer, just a Hall of Very Good, but he played with the Cubbies, so I like him. And then I picked up another 74 Ron Santo. I already have too many of these, but I mean, I don't think I paid anything, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. But that was kind of cool. I got that all from the same guy, and I picked those three up. And I picked up an 87 Topps factory sealed complete set. I'm not a complete set guy, but 87 Topps is the very first set I started collecting when I was a kid. And I've always wanted one, and I never got around to getting one. And so now I have one, and he had a sticker price of 40 bucks for it. And I asked him if he'd take 30 for it, and he said he would. And then I handed him the set and the cards I picked out, and he says, you know what, just give me 30 for all of it. So the way I look at it is I got an 87 Topps set for 30 bucks, and I got the cards for free. So however you want to put that. But those were, I was pretty happy about that. Now the next two purchases are one eBay and one Facebook. No, they're both eBay. So I picked up, well, you can't see it very well, but I picked up a Fergie Jenkins 8x10 photo for the Cub Cave. Gotta get this hung out, gotta find a spot for it. I'd rather buy stuff and then find a spot for it than have a spot and need to buy stuff for it. So there's that. And then this last purchase, I've been eyeballing this one for a long time. Some of these autos can get kind of expensive because he is passed away. But I got the 99 Sports Illustrated Ron Santo auto. I really like these, really sharp. Didn't pay a lot for it, but I was just really happy to get that. I like how it's got the emboss on it, but it matches the Fergie Jenkins Sports Illustrated that I have. And so that brings me to the Cub binder. I'm probably going to put it right here where this Rick Ruschel is, because I kind of like having the same together. But this is the Cub binder that was actually inspired by YouTube. So whenever I get a care package or something like that, I didn't know what to do with a lot of this stuff. You know, I put it in the PC, and then a lot of the stuff started just kind of sitting in a box. So I made this binder, and it was all going to be YouTube stuff. But then it kind of took a life of its own, where I started buying stuff for it because I thought it looked empty, or I had spots open, or what have you. So it just kind of turned into a project all of its own, and it was just going to be from you guys, but then it just kind of grew from there. So, you know, there's some team cards, that kind of thing. And then this is basically, this binder, there's two of them now, and there's getting ready to be a third, but this one is basically, I want to say 55 to 90, and it's probably going to get shortened down. And then I have the autos in this one. And this is part of my top 100 Cubs, my favorite Cubs of all time. I don't have them all. I don't have a list. Well, I have a list, but it's just a handwritten list of guys I wrote down. I check them off as I go. But You can kind of see, I'm not going to go through them all. You kind of recognize who they are. And not all these guys are actually on my list. Like Victor Carantini's not on my list, but it's a Cub auto, so he's going to go in the binder. And then these guys aren't on the list. Dylan Maples is not on the list, but Sean Marshall is. And then there's a Sean Bosky. He's not on my list, but Sean Dunston is. Jose Hernandez, believe it or not, is actually on my list. But these are my favorite Cubs. So the guys I grew up watching, these are the guys I like. So, you know, as much as I wanted to, I'm not putting Gabby Hartnett on my list because I never watched him play. He just, you know, I can't really realistically put him on my favorite Cubs list. So these are mostly guys I've watched. Randy Hundley is definitely on my list, but, you know, Matt Crichton is not. Tony Campana is not. Hayden Simpson's not, but Starlin Castro is. And believe it or not, Mike Harkey is as well, too, because he was a highly touted rookie in the late 80s, early 90s at the height of my collecting, and I was really high on that guy. So he made my list. Got a Manny Trio, Rick Monday. I really like the in-person autos. I didn't buy all those, but that Rick Monday was one of my favorites. And of course, the Billy Buckner. I love that one. The Ron Say, the Penguin. Love him. Bobby Hill, Leon Durham. And then I got Glenn Beckert and Don Kessinger. I also have certified autos of them as well too, and PSA holders. But that's a video for another day. So let's get these cards in the binder. So here's some bigs. But this basically starts it. So this is from 55 and it goes in chronological order. I don't know a better way of doing that. I thought about doing players in alphabetical order, but I thought about how crazy and out of hand that could get. But it's already kind of starting to get that point. So I got a spot here for 63. I got the Larry Jackson there. I'll put Dick Ellsworth right next to him. That's actually a pretty card there. And then we'll go to the 74s. And so when I get like some of my players that I collect, Billy Williams, for a perfect example, I'm doing his player run. Santa, I'm doing their player runs. But any extras I get outside of the player run, I'll put in the binder. And then if I get any extras after that, I just I'll put them in my boxes, my Hall of Fame box. And so there, I already had the Ron Santo, so I'll just put the Milt Pappas next to him. And you can see how this will kind of get out of hand because I only got 2 spots for 74. I'll definitely need more spots later on down the road, but that's the fun in it. Always collecting and always moving stuff around. So there it is. I didn't really want this to be a binder showcase video, but I just wanted to go over some pickups and kind of what I'm doing and what I'm working on. Prices on vintage is starting to come down a little bit, so I've been looking at those things as well, but I still think some things are kind of not out of my price range, but just, you know, I got some things I'm watching I'm looking for, but it's the little things that you can always pick up and that you can get that still keep you in your budget, but at the same time give you that joy of collecting and organizing your cards and putting things in your binders and so on and so forth. So there it is. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good week.